What is it? Well, that's a long story. Can you tell me? If you have the time.
I always have time for your stories, Grandma.
Oh, how heartwarming. So what's the story?
It all started when your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, John Callender, began to lose popularity as a journalist. After exposing the Jefferson scandal, he lost his touch as a reporter and was forced to flee Philadelphia in 1798, leaving behind his wife, his children, and his debt. By 1799, he was more than willing to find a way to get back his fame and fortune. His childhood friend, greedy for easy money, was James Reynolds. His primary profession was fraud, and he leased his wife to Hamilton between 1791 and 1792, raising the price when he discovered how much Hamilton had to lose. If Hamilton wasn't interested in his wife anymore, Reynolds was eager to make a profit any way he could. To the astonishment of many, the famed Thomas Jefferson was also involved in this plot. Although he was a prominent founding father, he was strongly anti-Federalist. Since Adams, the president at the time, was a Federalist, Jefferson's Republican Party was struggling for power, and he may have been eager to knock off the known Federalist Hamilton. Desperate for a sensational story to generate revenue, Callender began to plan the murder of Alexander Hamilton, the secretary officer of the Army. Prior to the crime, he would write several articles and a biography about Hamilton, then would be the first author to publish information after Hamilton's death. He would make a fortune, which attracted the attention of Reynolds. It was Reynolds' idea to involve Jefferson, who had always butted heads with Hamilton politically. Jefferson would provide the funds for the heist, and Reynolds and Callender would later go behind Jefferson's back and expose him as the sole murderer. In order to better frame Jefferson, Reynolds left clues, some stuffed in a whiskey bottle to make Jefferson seem like an irresponsible drunk. In order to make it seem like Jefferson was the only murderer, Reynolds had to add a political twist. On the knife, Reynolds placed a copy of the Declaration of the Rights of Man, which was heavily influenced by Jefferson's Declaration of Independence, and he also left a copy of the Bill of Rights, a document hated by Hamilton and respected by Jefferson. The ticket from Philadelphia points to the fact that Vice President Thomas Jefferson was coming from the nation's capital of Philadelphia. He left the banknote as a symbol of Jefferson's distaste for the Bank of America. It represented the belief that the bank was both unconstitutional and should be controlled by the state. At the last second, Jefferson realized Reynolds and Callender's plan to frame him, and he slipped in a note from Callender reading, "Thanks, my friends, I know we're going to do it," which would prove he was not working alone.
So this knife was used to murder someone? That's so cool.